Hello and welcome back to another video. I am Angst, but you can call me Katie. As you can probably notice, I am using a different microphone. I'm using a Yeti. Now, if you watched the beginning of Chapter 3 in the Walking Dead series that I've also got going in midweek afternoons, I asked for any tips about the microphone, any settings stuff, and if you guys prefer this to my headset mic, which I normally use, so go ahead and leave those comments on this video as well if you would like to. You're also welcome to message me on Twitter. You have my name already. Let's get into this. So, about this victim contest of a march/protest/strike, A Day Without Women, March 8th, 2017. The US iteration of the women's strike was orchestrated by the very same group of women that planned the vulgar and sometimes violent protests staged in Washington the day after President Donald Trump's inauguration. In early February, several of the strike's organizers published an article in The Guardian to articulate the principles of the ongoing feminist opposition to President Trump. Interestingly enough, the column's most striking characteristic was how drenched it was with victim mentality. The strike of March 8th shows us the biggest flaw in modern feminism, the same problem that plagues the broader ideology of identity politics. They're divisive to society and prevent any resolution. This tactic of incessantly highlighting our divisions has a toxic effect of snowballing them rather than healing them. While ignoring any and all differences isn't beneficial, we certainly shouldn't be following the left's method, as it ends up being socially destructive. Identity politics function by persuading subcategories of the population that their rights can be secured only by the government and obtained at the expense of other groups. Such a dynamic is clearly unhealthy, even if it stems from the healthy impulse of recognizing the qualities that make us different. The victim mentality of today's feminist movement is anti-ethical to the spirit of authentic feminism, which celebrates women's unique contributions to society rather than turning women into combative political pawns. In reality, the complementarity of the sexes is enormously beneficial to society, and to erase it would be a serious loss. Feminism seems too often to take female traits that separate us from men and make us feel bad for them. Yes, women biologically tend to be better at nurturing the ties that bind relationships, as well as raising children. This isn't something that we should be ashamed of, but something that we should cherish and celebrate. A superior type of feminism shouldn't deny the challenges of womanhood, but it ought to address them by contributing to the solution rather than going on strike out of a desire to be treated more like men. It isn't empowering to deny the essence of being women. A stated goal of the strike was to highlight the sexism of the pay gap. And if you watched my video about the non-existent pay gap, you'd know all the details modern feminists cut out to create this so-called gap. It's all about the choices, and feminists excluding the fact that our biological tendencies cause them. By taking part in this strike, women caused schools, even districts, to shut down for the day, impacting education nationwide. It was also not such a great moment for single working mothers or mothers from dual-income households with young children. These women were left scrambled on phones and Facebook groups, searching for childcare options, or they were forced to lose out on a day's wages so that wealthier or well-off women could protest for, well, nothing, actually. Modern feminists never seem to say what they want. When asked in depth, we just get the response of equal rights or what men have. Additionally, these protests/strikes blocked traffic, which is still illegal, ladies. Come on! The Twitter mainly promoting the strike also boasted about wearing red. Anyone else remember that phrase, "we wear red on Fridays till they all come home"? Yeah? Red stands for Remember Everyone Deployed. So thanks for fucking with that too, feminists. Instead of demanding that the government solve all of our problems by requiring higher salaries and free alleged reproductive health care, authentic feminism values personal responsibility, stable families, and vibrant communities. To achieve those goals, women must renounce any movement that views them as just one pile of victims in a crowd of many other types of victims. Or they should just sit down and realize how absolutely equal and lucky they are in these first world nations. Pay for your own birth control. Much like your spa days, your meals out, and your dental work, that's not something the government or the taxpayers should be handling. Your needs are your responsibility to cover. That's going to be it for this video. Like, comment, and share as you please, and I will see you next time. Okay, bye!